Welcome back to Simply Home and Harvest. I'm Jen, and it's almost Thanksgiving. 1 week from today. 1 week from today is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is probably my favorite holiday. I don't know. I always feel bad when I say that because I do love Christmas. A lot of the people that I get to see on Thanksgiving, it's the only time that I get to see them all year. So maybe that's why it's so special. Plus, I love the food. Who doesn't love Thanksgiving dinner? So we are 1 week away. In this video, I'm going to show you some make-ahead rolls that I actually baked up yesterday and put in the freezer to pull out next week. So I'm going to show you how you can do that as well. Go ahead and get that done and you won't have to worry about your roll. And dinner rolls, is it the Sister Schubert's? Are those the really good ones? I'll have to go back and look. But dinner rolls at Aldi are $4 for a bag of 10. And just probably a couple of years ago, they were $5.99, I think, at Sam's for a bag of 30. So rolls have really gone up, and these are yeast rolls that you can make ahead. So stay tuned for that. But I am out and about today doing my last, hopefully, pre-Thanksgiving shopping. It is crazy, y'all. The last few weeks, I've been going to the grocery store in the afternoons, which I don't like to do, but we've been really busy in our home. And with school, I have to, I try to get everything done in the morning and then escape in the afternoon to do all of my errands and groceries. But today, I made it out before noon, and it's still crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy like day before Thanksgiving, week of Christmas crazy. And it's been like that for 3 weeks. So I don't know what's going on. I think that everyone found out the secret of shopping at Aldi. And with all the prices so high right now, it probably is the most affordable place to shop. So I'll show you when I get home. I'll show you my Aldi haul and a couple of things that I did pick up. I did get a couple of gifts. I picked up one Christmas present, so I won't show you that. So we'll have to keep that a secret. But everything else, I will show you what I got. And now we are going to head to Sam's Club. I think I still need to run by Food Line. And then we'll make our way home. I'll show you everything I got. Pretty excited that I found a ham at Sam's Club. Not as cheap as I was hoping to get it, but definitely a better price than I had been seeing. Putting it in my cooler bag because I have some other places to go before we head home. Does anyone else listen to Christmas music already on the radio? One of our local stations here is playing Christmas music. Well, actually, a couple of them are, and I am here for it. So excited that the radio stations are playing music early. I know it's a controversial subject, so you'll have to tell me, are you already listening to Christmas music on the radio? I'm back home, but while I'm unloading groceries, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I made the make-ahead yeast rolls. And then I'll be right back with that grocery haul. First thing we want to do to make our rolls is to get our yeast going. So into 1 cup of warm water, I'm adding 3 tablespoons of active dry yeast. And to that, I have 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now, once we're done mixing all that together, we're just going to put it to the side and let it rise. You just want it to double in size. That takes about 10 minutes, but keep an eye on it because it can rise quickly and you don't want it to spill over your bowl. Now, while we're waiting on our yeast to rise in a large mixing bowl, I'm going to go ahead and get started on our dry mix. So in our large bread bowl that we have here, I'm going to go ahead and add about 9.5 to 10 cups of flour. I would say start out with 9.5 and then you can always add more. It's a little more tricky if you have too much flour and you need to thin your batter. So go ahead and start with less, and you can always add to it. And then to that flour, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar. And then we're also going to add in 1 tablespoon of salt. And get all that stirred together. And then when our yeast has doubled, we're just going to make a well in the middle, and we're going to pour our yeast mixture right in. Then we want to add in 3 cups of warm water and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Now the fun begins. This is going to take a few minutes, but you want to get all of that incorporated, and you're going to end up with a very shaggy, sticky dough. That's okay. At this time in the process, that's all that's needed. Just cover that, let it rest for about 15 minutes. And then after that time, you're going to knead it a little bit. Now, this can take a few minutes as well. You're just trying to get a texture that's consistent and smooth throughout. And a lot of times I'll have to add in a lot more flour. It just depends on how my dough is doing for that day. Sometimes I have to put water on my hands if it's really, really sticky. But this time I think I did end up adding probably at least another cup of flour to that 9.5 cups just to get it to the consistency that I wanted. And then once you do, it's time to cover it back up. And then I let it sit until it doubles in size. It takes approximately an hour. So now that it has doubled in size, I'm going to go ahead and get my pan ready. Now I like to use shortening to grease my pan, so go ahead and get the sides and the bottom greased really well. The more the better here, because you can actually use that to get the tops of your rolls and to help you when you're doing your rolling out process. So I'm just scraping the sides of the bowl here, making sure that all the dough is being used. And then once I have that done, it will be time to go ahead and make our rolls. So I am experimenting here. I want to make sure that our rolls, once they rise, will touch each other, and then that way they will rise up as much as they rise out and just connect. I think that will be a lot easier on me when I'm freezing them and transporting them. Plus, I think it will keep them really moist in the center. They won't dry out as bad. I don't know. That's just my thought process. So I'm going to try that and we'll see if it works. But I'm getting them rolled out. I just roll them in a ball, and then I pinch the bottoms together until the top is flat like a roll, and then the pinch part goes on the bottom. One thing I find helpful is to make sure that I have shortening on my hands. So in between rolling out a few of them, I'll stop, get a little bit more shortening. That just helps. It keeps the dough from sticking to my hands, and I can roll them a little bit better. Also, before I forget, just a little FYI, I will have this recipe linked in the comments below, so you'll have all the information you need so that you can make these yourself. Now, once we have them all rolled out, I will cover them and let them rise until they have doubled in size. Somehow I forgot to get a picture of what these look like once they had risen, but I did go ahead and I get these in a preheated 375-degree oven, and I only bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes. I just wanted to get a little brownness on them, just bake them a little bit because they are going to be frozen at this point. I'm very happy at the way these turned out. I ended up getting about 60 dinner rolls, and I went ahead and just separated them into freezer bags, wrapped them up really well, and they'll be ready to pull out on Thanksgiving morning. I'll probably just brush them with butter and then reheat them until they're ready to serve. All right, I'm finally back home from all the grocery shopping today. Got a few things from Aldi, Food Line, and Sam's. So I think I will start with Sam's. I didn't get too much from Sam's today. There wasn't a lot that I needed, but we did need some toilet paper. So I did get the big thing of Sam's toilet paper, which is $21 at our Sam's Club. Still probably the best deal, and we do like this. I just had a craving for this dip. We had it back in the summer. It was so good, and I knew we'd be having a lot of turkey sandwiches and ham sandwiches next week, so I picked that up to maybe go with potato chips. But this is the fried pickle and ranch dip from Sam's. I think it was $4 $9.99 maybe. I may not remember all of these prices, so forgive me if I don't know. This is something that I look forward to every year around this time. This coconut coffee scrub and wash. It's like a body wash. It smells amazing, and it just makes your skin feel wonderful. And they only have it this time of year at Sam's Club. It was on sale today for $8.98 for a 2-pack. I think it's regular about $10.98 or something. So that was a good deal. I went ahead and picked that up. It's actually on my daughter's Christmas list this year. So I might have to go back and get another one now that she's seen that I got this. I'll probably keep that one for myself. And then the only other thing I got at Sam's, well, not the only other thing, a big thing that we got from Sam's is our bone-in spiral ham for Thanksgiving. This ham is going to accompany the turkey. Now, I think I mentioned to you in the last video that I am ordering the turkey already cooked and prepped for me this year, but I'm going to cook the ham. And I do like this ham. It's my favorite kind, the hickory smoked. It's got the glaze that comes with it. And this one I thought was a pretty good price compared to what I had seen. This one was $22.52, and that is from Sam's Club. I think I priced a ham similar to this one at Food Line last week. That was $28. So I think that's probably going to be the best price I'm going to find this year. So this is all I needed from Sam's Club today. Really didn't need a lot. I'm just kind of restocking, stocking up, getting a couple things for Thanksgiving, but we are fully stocked on our vegetables. Our freezer is full of vegetables and meat, so that's why I don't have to buy a lot of those items, because we have that from the summer. Okay, so we'll go next to the Aldi. I did go ahead and pick up a couple of stuffing mix, boxes of stuffing mix, because they were on sale for 75 cents, and that's just to have, throughout the year. So I got turkey and then the cornbread stuffing. I like to use those on top of casserole recipes. Also picked up a couple boxes of Hungry Jack pancake mix. It's our favorite pancake mix. And I needed to stock up on those. They don't always have these available. Sometimes they're out of stock. So I went ahead and picked those up. Our Aldi has been out of sugar for the last 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even close to a month. And they had it today, but it was a very limited supply even today. And it was $2.75, but I went ahead and got a couple of bags because we were running low, and 'tis the season for baking, so I wanted to have that on hand. I picked up our organic apple juice that the kids love. We go through that pretty quickly. And then I picked up some hot dog buns because I have a pack of hot dogs in the freezer, and we're gonna have those for dinner one night next week because I am not cooking after a certain point, and we just want to do easy meals like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So hot dogs it is one night. These are our favorite bagels this time of year. I probably purchased, and actually a family member of mine went and purchased a bunch of packs of these for me last year, and we just opened our last pack of the Harvest bagels. We've been keeping them in the freezer. They've kept in the freezer for a year. Still taste just like we purchased them last week. I just defrost them a little bit, pop them in the toaster, and I never know that I've had them for a year. So I went ahead and picked up another bag. They only had one bag left, but they have gone up in price. I think these were $2.69, so I only got one bag of those. I picked up some Cheez-Its. Alex really likes to have that. Ella likes to have her favorite cereal, so I got that. And then I did go ahead and pick up a 10-pound bag of russet potatoes. They were on sale for, I want to say I need to go get my receipt. Hang on. Okay, now that I got my receipt, I can tell you better. All right, these were on sale for $2.89, and that was a good deal because they had a bag of Yukon Gold potatoes right beside it, a 5-pound bag that was on sale for $3.49. So 10 pounds for $2.89. Good time of year to buy potatoes. We didn't really need a lot of potatoes, but because we are going to be making mashed potatoes next week and just a lot of things, probably potato soup here soon, I went ahead and got a bag since it was such a good deal. I did pick up another bag of cranberries. These were on sale for 99 cents. I saw a recipe for some cranberry salsa, and I'm really thinking about doing that. You guys know we've already got our homemade cranberry sauce canned and ready for Thanksgiving, so we don't need to do that, but I wanted to try that salsa. Picked these up for Thanksgiving, thought they were really pretty to go along with our table. And then this is just everyday plates for us so that we don't have to do a lot of dishes next week. All right, let's see. I got some Pringles. I don't know what it is, but my kids, really the whole family has been going through Pringles lately. Picked those up at Aldi and needed some more freezer bags, needed some more sandwich bags, some plastic wrap for next week. Another thing that Aldi has been running low on is pasta, like any kind of pasta. And I've been looking for spaghetti for a while, and so I just went ahead and got the angel hair pasta just to have on hand in case we want to do spaghetti. We'd be fine with that. So I went ahead and picked that up today. Then yogurt. Tim likes this yogurt in his smoothies. Alex really enjoys it for breakfast. So went ahead and picked up another one of those. I need a barbecue sauce and some more Parmesan cheese. And let's see. Also, these hooks were comparable to the command strips. We'll see. But they were on clearance for $2.99. I thought that was pretty good price. And, you know, it's Christmas, so we need some of these hooks for different decorations. So I went ahead and picked those up. I picked these up to go with a gift I had purchased for someone. And then cream cheese was on sale for $1.59. So I went ahead and got a couple of these, and then we needed cheese. I picked up just cheese for homemade pizza one night, and then for sandwiches that I know we'll be having lots of. I went ahead and got 3 more dozen eggs. I think we were down to a dozen. We do go through a lot of eggs, and we're waiting on our chickens. We're patiently waiting. This weekend should be like the beginning of their egg laying, but because we're going into cold weather and shorter days, I don't know what it's going to look like. So I went ahead and got 3 dozen eggs. And they were $3.36 a dozen, which is still breaking my heart. It's crazy when eggs are more expensive than butter, because our butter at our Aldi has been $3.98 for the longest time. And last week they started running on sale, $2.49 for a pound. Now I get unsalted, but they do have salted as well. And you can only get 6. The limit is 6. I picked up 4 this week because I purchased 6 last week. But this is my tip. Buy butter when it's on sale and freeze it. Butter freezes so well. I always have my butter frozen, and then when I get low, I just put this block in the refrigerator. It thaws on its own, and it is wonderful. Plus, whenever I make biscuits, I like having the frozen butter, and I shred the butter with my cheese grater, and it blends into the flour perfectly. So freeze your butter. Got 4 of those for $2.49. Let's see, where did I leave off at? Okay, the tater tots. I picked up a bag of tater tots. Picked up a frozen pizza for lunch maybe one day this week. And then I think that's all from Aldi. Oh no, wait a minute, one more thing. These boots, I actually picked these up as a gift for someone who I won't mention just in case they're watching, but they'll get it this weekend, so maybe they won't see it beforehand. But these boots are super cute. Look at these. How cute are they? Oh my goodness. They had one pair, $13.99. They were clearance $13.99. And they reminded me, I don't know if you're familiar with the Marley Lily Company. I think I get a text from them every day around this time of year. But they reminded me of the boots that you purchased there for a lot more. So $13.99. I hope that my family member can wear these. And if not, maybe they can exchange them. But just thought that was just too cute to pass up. So that's the end of the Aldi haul. Now, Food Line. I did not need much at Food Line. I did pick up some peppermint mocha coffee creamer because, you know, Thanksgiving next weekend. Got to have lots of creamer options and lots of coffee. Picked up some 1% milk. This is Tim's favorite coffee. So I got him some more Hawaiian blend coffee. And Alex requested barbecue Pringles. So I probably should just put his name on these and stick them back in the cabinet so no one else gets those. I also went ahead and picked up some more flour. I like to get the unbleached all-purpose flour for bread, and I had been making a lot of bread, so I just went ahead and restocked a little bit. I picked up some sweet potato fries from Food Line because Aldi has had these, but they have not, well, I've been picking them up from Aldi lately. We really like them, but Aldi has been out of them for the last couple of weeks. So I went ahead and got those at Food Line. And then I picked up these bulbs for window candles, but they weren't the right ones, so we'll have to try again. But I want to talk about these plates. I went to Sam's and I wanted to get the plates at Sam's I had told you about that were plastic, like the disposable plates that were like really fancy. They look like Chinaware, but they weren't. And I wasn't going to get enough. It was 24 dinner plates and 24 dessert plates, but it was like $16 for that. And so I just decided that, you know what, it's a plate and I can use that money and spend it more wisely, I think. Be a better steward of it. So I opted just to get plain Chinette plates from Food Line. We'll dress the table up. We'll dress everything up with napkins, with the festive napkins. And these were $6 instead of the $15. And I already have dessert plates. So all in all, I thought that was the better decision. So this is the haul. And someone's at the door. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you here. I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving if we don't talk before. If you like today's video and you'd like to see more grocery hauls, then make sure you hit the like button and leave me a comment down below. Also, if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, I'd love to have you join me in this journey. So until next time, friends, remember to live simply, use what you have, and enjoy the moments you've been given. And maybe when you come back next time, this tree will be decorated for Christmas.